everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the show of the Sasha Davis podcast. Today's going to be a quick one for you. And I didn't realize how noisy this office space was until you sit here and it's silent. So definitely need to do some soundproofing as far as podcasting goes. But hey, it's not perfect. We're not perfect. So here I am just showing up. Oh, sweet. There's a train. I hope you guys enjoy that. Hey, Sasha's going to podcast. Let's have every truck in the Plymouth County area drive through, and then, we're going to add some trains to it. So I'm just going to keep rolling with it. Because my theme that keeps coming up, and I've said this before, maybe not on the podcast, but I know to people who I've spoken to in person, and I've just asked myself this. What if we were 100% committed to our results? It doesn't matter in what capacity, whether this is in life, whether this is in business, marriage, money, fitness, health, overall health. It does not matter what capacity this is in, but just think where you would be if you were 100%, no ifs, ands, or buts, no excuses, committed to your results. Your life would transform. You would see such incredible progress in a short amount of time if you gave up all of the excuses and just fucking did it. So let's think about it. Let's say you were going to work out for 30 minutes every day. Every day. Did not matter what it looked like. You didn't put any rules or regulations. You don't have to do yoga every day. You don't have to do CrossFit every day. You don't have to go for a walk every day, but you need to work out every day for 30 minutes. No excuses. What would that look like? You would probably get rid of the, I'm tired, or, I don't have anything to wear, or, I don't want to drive to the gym, or, I just don't feel like it. I'm sick. It's cold. I'm tired. The kids are around. My husband is watching. I'm also sitting on a couch that's covered in plastic because I'm painting. So if you hear some rattling around, it's not that I'm wearing a diaper. It's that I'm sitting on plastic. Again, we're not perfect. I'm just sitting here showing up as I am, hopefully inspiring you guys to just show up. If you show up, that is half the freaking battle. Just think about it. The hard part is in your head. The hard part is convincing yourself to start. Because we tend to think that we have to have perfect conditions, perfect circumstances before we actually move forward. And when is the right time? When is the perfect time? It does not exist. It doesn't exist. We think it does. We hope and dream it does, but really that's just resistance. That's our brain keeping us safe. That's our brain keeping us small. Essentially, we are not living our, quote, best life. We are not living up to our highest potential if we just continuously half-ass and give up on ourselves. And progress, not perfect, but just imagine the results you would see if you were 100% committed, no excuses. Imagine if you actually did the things in your business every single day to move that needle forward. Where would you be in your business if you spent 2 hours prospecting every single day? Imagine what your income level could be. You could hire more help to do the things that you don't like doing if you would just do the hard thing now. Imagine if you committed to reading 10 pages of personal development every day. No ifs, ands, or buts. You read 10 pages every single day. Doesn't matter if you do it in the morning, but you sure shit better get it done before you go to bed at night. What would 10 pages of personal development do for your life? Just imagine the results you could have. Well, apparently we are just showing up in the most imperfect way, because I just had an alarm go off too. in the middle of this podcast. I record from my phone. I don't have like an official studio. I don't have any of like the big fancy equipment that people lead you to believe that you need. No, if you have a voice and you have a message, just show up as is. Like I said earlier, showing up is half the battle. I really don't think that you guys care whether or not I'm sitting in a studio with recording headphones and being all fancy AF over here. I don't think anybody cares. And I think that's why so many of you relate to me, because I just show up and I do the hard thing. You know, if you want to run a marathon, you need to show up and do the work and stay committed to that. You don't just show up on marathon day saying like, oh, well, I'm going to wing it. I mean, you can, but you're going to be in a lot of freaking pain. That's probably something I would do. I would just say, oh, well, I'm just going to wing it. We're just going to show up and go for it. And I have enough grit and determination in me. I'm gritty enough that I would just do it. But I'd be a hurting unit the next day. It's all mind over matter, you see. And when we start to create this consistency in our lives, it creates that habit, and the habit becomes easy. Like, why wouldn't we want to naturally make our lives easier? But it's kind of backwards thinking, because it sucks up front until it becomes easy. Think about it. And the thing that always comes back to me is like mental push-ups, right? You guys have heard me say this before. I'll say it a million times. If you've never done a push-up, that first push-up sucks. And a lot of times you're like, am I doing it right? Am I doing it? Like, is this the right way? Is this wrong way? Why does this hurt? This sucks. I can't do this. I'm on my knees. Is somebody watching me? Am I sweating? Am I farting? What's happening? But if you just push through all of those thoughts, all of those questioning yourself, you'll say, oh, okay, well, that one push-up, that wasn't so bad. And then you'll come back and you'll keep adding push-ups, right? You will begin to see results when you stay committed to the process. You just show up and you do the hard thing. Eventually you'll look back and you'll be like, man, I remember when one push-up was hard. Now I can do 25 and not lose my breath. Now I can see those muscles in my body. Now I can see my core strength starting to improve. Now I can see my confidence starting to improve. Now other people can see my confidence starting to improve. And it all started with the decision to stay committed. Think of that word, committed. What does that mean to you? What does commitment mean to you? If somebody said that they were committed, not an insane asylum, because when I just said that, that's what I thought of. Somebody's going to an insane asylum. If they are committed to results, what do you think of? You think of somebody who's just going to do it. They're not going to have any excuses. Again, never in a million years are the conditions right, but you got to push past that discomfort. That's where we start to learn and grow, when we get ourselves out of our comfort zone. When we do the hard thing. I mean, if you're always making it easy on yourself, you're never really going to learn from that. I mean, how many things out there say, oh, if you just did X, Y, Z, you'd have all of your things answered. Yeah, well, if it was that easy, why wouldn't we all be doing it? You know, and until you experience that hardship yourself, it's never going to stick. It's never going to stick. I could sit here and give you all of the answers. Unless you go through it yourself, it will not stick. And so that's the beauty of doing the hard thing. That's the beauty of grit, determination, and being committed to your results. Because sometimes people don't want to cheer us on. People aren't on the same page as we are. And you have to be your own damn cheerleader. And you have to be your own inner motivator. You have to be your own inner accountability. You need to learn to show up for you. Stay committed. Stick to what works. Get outside your comfort zone. Know that no conditions will ever be perfect. Think of the weather, for example. Maybe commit to walking outside 15 minutes a day, no matter what it looks like. The only thing you can control is if you show up. You can't control if it rains, if it snores, if it snows, if it tornadoes. You have no control over the weather. But you have control if you show up and do the damn thing. So stay committed, see the results, and that is all I have for you today. I told you it was going to be short and sweet. I just wanted you guys to know that I'm here, I'm cheering you on. And half the battle is just getting out of your own head and showing up to do the hard thing that you know you need to do in order to see the results you desire in your life. Have a kick-ass day, guys. Catch you next time.